like everything, and sometimes I love 10 different things, which I don't know what it's gonna be like when I have children, but you just can't stop having favorites. And this was my first favorite. This was my first love, because for a lot of us out there, gold is an investment piece that, if we're lucky enough, we get to add to the collection once or twice a year. This is something from the EternaGold line, which I'll tell you about in just a second, that is a wonderful opportunity to pick up to start your collection, but most importantly, an even better opportunity to add to the collection. Because this is an adjustable Perfectina necklace done in 14 karat gold, and it's got gram weights, which is incredible because usually for necklaces like these, we don't get gram weights. You're getting 1.6 grams done in this fine chain, which is so nice, for easy payments of $34.75. So I want to show you out of my tray how this is adjustable, because I'm not really good with doing it from like this angle. I want to show you, when you get this home, first of all, it's going to secure with a lobster clasp. That'll be for another time. I'll show you that in just a second. But you're going to get this gold bead. And basically, this is something that you're just gonna slide down the chain. And at the end of this gold bead, you're gonna see that there's the lobster clasp. You're just gonna connect that to the other side of the necklace, and then that's gonna be done. And what's really interesting about that is you're gonna have a couple of different looks that you're gonna see. So I'm gonna slide this down to probably be around 18 inches. The necklace in itself, the length, 25 inches. So there's a lot to play around with here. So when you take a look at this necklace, I'm gonna just put this on the bust. I have fully adjusted that, and it's gonna stay thanks to that silicone on the inside of the bead, so that it's kind of tailored to what you need it to be. So for those of you with all of the necklines, like the scoop neck, the V-neck, you can really kind of just have it perfectly layered to where your shirt falls, which is pretty exciting. But I want you to take a look at the first one that we have down here, because I think that this is an interesting look. So you can see right here just how I'm adjusting it. It glides really smoothly without damaging the chain. I love the way that that looks. I think that that's really unique, the fact that you could have a look like that. You know, because you kind of get that elongation. And when you take a look at it, I don't really notice that the lobster claw clasp is there, but yet from afar, you kind of get a really interesting gold chain that's done in that fancy cut where you're like, hang on a second, that's a really unique look. And yet just by moving this little ball, you can just glide it up, or I'm sorry, I'm not really good at this from that angle, or glide it down, and it's just as easy as that. So really and truly, you may never have to take this necklace off. I mean, it could be the full 25 inches in length, or if you decide to pick up two because of the easy pay for $34 and change, you would never have to worry about, okay, well, do I get the 36? Do I get the 18? You would have full adjustability anywhere from, I would say, standard size starts at 16 inches all the way up to 25 inches, which is kind of crazy. And when you take a look at the rope chain, it's diamond cut. We call it the Perfectina chain. It's basically like these individual round links that are done in a fine way that grabs sparkles that almost look like they're done in a spiral essence. It's really pretty cool. And I feel like for the price, which by the way, is 4 easy payments of $34.75. It's an advanced order. We've already blown out of our 2 previous shipments. It's gonna be delivered July 20th. You are getting something that honestly gives you the versatility you never thought you could have with gold. Because let's face it, for those of you that are buying a gold chain, there are things in life where you're thinking, okay, I'll start out at the standard 18 inch because that'll play really well. But what if you already have the 18 inch and you're thinking, you know what, I don't want to spend a crazy amount of money to get that longer length? You can absolutely do so. And I want to show you that when you're playing around with links, so right here, I have this shortened, and I'll show you how to do that again. I want you to take a look at the back, because for the same reason that we made this really interesting by kind of creating this look that hangs down and creates this Y, which is really cool. So see the double layered look. In the back, if you're wearing kind of something that's a little more open work, or you have your hair up in a ponytail, you get this really nice presence of gold that just drapes down your back ever so subtly and ever so beautifully. But that's why I love this. And that's why I think it is such a great investment for you to bring home today for the 4 easy payments of just $34.75. It's gonna ship out to you July 20th, but all you need to do is take the lobster clasp, which is right here, so really easy on, really easy off, and then you're just going to move this chain up and down by this little bead that's got really soft silicone on the inside that just allows you to adjust the length up to 25 inches for whatever you need it to be. And you can see when you get here close, it's such a lovely cut, this chain, because it has that spiral effect that just glistens. And I love that what normally is, you know, the first kind of pick me up, a gold chain, I love that you kind of get this double layered of beautiful cuts that are just cut to perfection. And that's why we call it the Perfectina. It's 1.6 grams of gold. That's crazy.